Today was going to be today to do the mushroom logs. But I get an emergency call. Pawpaw, my bicycle won't work. Well, chains are rusted. Rusted so bad you can't run. And a little two flats on each one of them. A little TLC would have helped these bikes. But I'm gonna fix them one more time. So after the emergency repairs on great-grandson's bicycles, I'm taking these logs and I'm taking them right over here and I'm gonna set up. And we definitely gonna start doing mushroom logs. That's a nice log right there. All right, before we start, I've been questioned about my suspenders. These, if you ever been around a working man when he bends over, he moves the whole world. Well, the work I did, I had to wear a heavy tool belt. This belt had a 4-pound hammer, 2 massive steel wrenches, a crescent wrench, and a leather bag full of bolts. 3/4-inch bolts, heavy bolts. Okay? Continuously pulling them pants up, aggravating you. Your hips will get raw from tightening your belt so tight, trying to hold it up. Plus your back starts hurting. I had a fella tell me, why don't you get a leather pair of suspenders for that tool belt? It'll help you. So I bought a pair of leather suspenders. What happens was, it held the belt up, but bending over, I was still moving the world, trying to pull them pants up under a belt. So I said, okay. So I bought these old heavy Carhartt suspenders. And they old, but they've been here a while. I can bend over, move, do anything I want all day. You'll never see me doing this. My pants stay where they belong. No belt. My hips don't hurt and my back quit hurting. That's the story on these suspenders. Now, I'm fixing to get back on my mushroom logs. And I was asked again to show how I made this collar for this drill bit. Okay, here's what I did. First thing I did was find a nut that would fit that drill bit tight. Now, this nut here is for show and tell, it's way too big. If you use a big nut on here, it wallers. See? It wallers. A nut that fits good and snug. Okay. When not having a vise, I took this, my vice grips. I'll get it in a second. I took my vice grips, I gripped it, came over here, put it in my chain vise, screwed it down, and then I took, and I'm trying to work close to the camera and make sure this is sealed. Then I took a regular metal building screw. It drills its own hole, taps its own thread. You don't need to die and tap and all this other fancy stuff. You just take this and drill down through that nut. Now once you drill through the nut, here's what happens. The drill bit part sticks in there and the threads is too long. The threads can't catch. So I took my grinder and grind all these threads off. I mean the drill bit. I ground it off. All the way back down to the threads. All that was gone. Then I screwed it back in. And it fit perfect. Now, one other trick. Notice on this nut here, the washer's gone. See, your washer with the rubber on it? And here's one without it. Okay, the reason being, the nut is so small with that washer on there, that was hitting when I was trying to drill. That washer was coming in contact and wouldn't let me drill a good clean hole. So I had to take it off, and screw it back without it. Works perfect. Now, I'm gonna do some setting up and fixing things, rearranging things, and get started on my logs. Okay, I am now ready to set up the log. All right, you take this big boy and you lay it up here. This, by the way, this is a vise made to fit pipe, the whole pipe. But it works beautiful on these logs. Okay? You put it in there and you tighten it down. All right? Get it good and snug. Okay, now, here's the thing. We sell it by 1 foot or 3 foot. If you buy 3 foot, you're getting 1.5 foot more for the half the price of 1 foot, if that makes sense. Anyway, what you do is this. You get set up. I get my marker. Now, you come over here and you take this little level, okay? And you set it down on that log. And you bring it up until it's level. And then you mark the center right there. That's the center of that log. Go to the other end, repeat the process. Get your level, then mark the center of your bubble. Okay, that'll give you the center of that log. Now here's the trick. Come right back with your straight edge, any kind of straight edge. All right, and you make a mark down that log. Yeah, I know one thing. So after establishing your center all the way, then you set it down. Now here comes the fun part. This log is exactly, oh, that's 4 foot. That's great. Okay, what I can do with that 4 foot log, you mark 1 foot intervals. That's 3 foot. That's it, 2 foot. And that's at 3 foot. Now, the reason I'm doing that is when I lay it out, I lay it out like like it's just going to be a 1 foot, not a 3 footer. I do a 1 foot log, 1 foot, 1 foot. And this one here, I'll do another foot. But I'm going to cut it off and leave this 3 foot hole. I'll have a 1 foot log and a 3 foot log. Down the road, if I need another 1 foot log, I come back and cut it on 1 foot centers. It's just that simple. So it makes it easier on me and it's faster. With this vise holding and me laying it out like this, I can just pop them holes. So usually what I do on a 1 foot log, I go like 2 foot centers, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and I put 6 holes on the 1 foot. 3, 5, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll have a mark at 1.5 inches, 1 on 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. That'll give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll lay the whole log out like that, all the way. Then I come back with my drill. By the way, I tried to buy this collar, the depth finder. Couldn't do it, couldn't find one, so I made it. Anyway, you do this. All right. Forgive me. Sometimes I forget about the microphone. I just realized that. So we'll stop drilling for a minute. Anyway, I got my 6 holes on my 1 foot. 1 foot, 6 holes. Now, you can't drill in the exact same spot. Like top here and here. You got to offset. So the next holes I drill will be 5. It'll be one between these, one between, and which will come out as being 5 holes instead of 6. So I'm gonna have 2 rows, top and bottom, 6, 2 rows on the side, top, side to side, 5 each. That's 12, that's 22 spores set up on a 1 foot log. And I'll repeat this process over and over and over until I drill all 400 and something holes. Now I can do that with the camera on, but it's too much noise and I don't think you'd want to watch it. Anyway, like and subscribe. Pawpaw, Sammy, and Alley Bug.